So this is my art journal. I just picked this up for the new year and decided that I'm going to do a page a day just to get the juices flowing, to get your creativity moving, just to feel like you're doing something, because you are doing something. So what I started with, I actually got these cool inks that I wanted to play around with, and I love that color too. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit. And what I'm doing, I'm actually just adding to some water a little bit because it's pretty runny. And I'm going to stir that up and then just drop it right on top of that, and then take my straw. So, you know, there are no rules here, and one of the things that you can do in your journal is you can just kind of play with the pages for a bit. Experiment with new colors, new brushes. I actually got this cool little, makes this furry texture. So I'm gonna add more of it because I really like it. I'm gonna show it to you. So if you press hard, it gets to the thicker part of the brush, but if you press lightly, you get this part. And I was thinking that this might be good when I'm teaching texture, because for kids, texture can be kind of hard, but if you give them sort of an easier way to do it, they can probably pull it off. So in this area, let's see, I'm gonna stay kind of solid in here. I like it. And then I'm gonna go in and dab into this thick black, I think it's black. I haven't looked at it in a little bit. You can just test it out right here, or you can get like a little scrap paper and see if you like it. Yeah, that's some black. A little bit of water in there too. It's actually not black, it's probably Payne's gray, because I love that color. So here I'm gonna play around with that a little bit. See how you can take that and layer it, right? That's kind of cool. And then let's play around with this a little more. You know, sometimes you just want to play with the materials. That's all. See what happens. And in the future, maybe, you know, you'll want to make something, you'll have an idea in your head, and then you realize, oh, that day I was playing with the brush and I came up with this cool texture. I can totally use that in this piece, you know? So let these things happen. Just enjoy the process, you know? Learning about art doesn't have to take any specific shape or form. A lot of what people do is just experiment. Got this nice purpley red color I like. Let's play with that a little too. I'm really getting into this whole like vertical thing here, and I'm liking some of these colors and getting in between the certain rows of things. That could be kind of cool, and I want to do more of that dabbing with the other color. So don't be afraid to also fill in spaces, fill in this paper. You know, this is starting to look like kind of a weirdo spidery thing. So I can either leave it and play around with it, or, you know, I can do a lot of different things. So one thing I can do is grab my paper towel What other colors do I have in here that I can play with? Ooh, this is kind of a, that's kind of dark too. I'm not sure how I like that. So what if I get a wet brush? So again, it's ink. It's not watercolor. It will behave differently. But you know what? I was able to kind of spread that out a little bit. I'm gonna wet it. And I can, if I want to, go over some of the wet parts and see what happens there, because that can create a nice, interesting blend as well. Let it kind of dance around, and then go back to this color. This is kind of a deep purpley kind of. I like that. And I did want to bring a little purple in too. So that's a nice red violet. I can definitely go with that a little bit. I feel like red violet always looks cool with this orange color. I'm just gonna make these spindly kind of lines. So many layers. You can do pools. It's kind of interesting. It's almost like trees forming. Feel like I want a little bit of yellow in here just to balance this out too. The way I can do that, I can water down some of this orange. Could be kind of interesting. Oh, jeez. That bleeds a lot. I should just... Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to sort of... You know, and these backgrounds can be used for so many other things. You know, you can take that later, you can cut it up into pieces. You can use it for collage. A lot of ways. And I really like how it kind of crinkles this paper. I'm loving this paper. So, I didn't mention it, but the book I'm using is Fabriano Quadrato Artist's Journal. So, interestingly, quattro There's 4, right? So this has 4 colors in it. The first pages are white. Then we're coming into this nice off-white kind of eggshell, then into this kind of creamy color, and then to this deeper, like kind of like a taupe. So this should be a really fun book, oopsies, to fill out over time, and we'll do 1 a day, either a half page, or we'll open it up like this and we can play around with double pages. So you keep playing with your sketchbook, okay? Just keep playing with it. There's so many things that you can do, and we will explore a lot of different methods and techniques, but in the end, just play. That's really all you need. Just play. I'm just gonna keep playing. And I hope that you come up with something that interests you. And if you have any suggestions or questions, please leave them in the comments below. Or if you have a specific idea that you want to share, go for it. It's only about, a billion ways to do it, so it's all good. Oh, that's pretty. I actually really like how that looks. Cool. All right, have a great day, and I will talk to you next time. Just remember to like the video if you found it helpful, and please subscribe so you can see more art journaling as well as mindfulness-based art on this page with me, Spira. Thanks.